Hey guys, Ashley here with WatchMojo, and these are the top 10 death game anime series. Yeah, you're probably here because you just watched Squid Game. So for this list, we're going to be looking over the anime that entertained a central narrative revolving around games with a high possibility of torture and death. But what I want you to do is go down to those comments and come up with the most messed up death game you can think of. Don't be shy, no one's judging you. And as always, you can catch me on Twitter at AshJBo, so if there's an anime list you want to see, then go give me a follow and let me know. Number 10, Gantz. A second chance at life isn't all it's cracked up to be, especially when you're forced to go hunt aliens.
Does this mean it's going to let us out?
Gantz itself is not exactly the most empathetic of individuals, bringing back the recently deceased at random, arming them up, before sending them on their way to wipe out monsters beyond comprehension. It doesn't shy away from the grit and hardcore elements, what with violence and sex scattered all over the place, but if you're a fan of the best kind of retro smut, then this series and its animated flick are worth a gander. Number 9, Yu-Gi-Oh! That's right, there's no shadow games here, only death. The 2004 version may have launched the franchise to meteoric heights, but this early incarnation, also known as Season 0, leans closer towards the manga's violent roots. Basically, it's a whole lot of Yami Yugi sending poor souls to their doom while playing all kinds of weird games. Or just occasionally driving them to insanity with their ancient Egyptian might. It's certainly a hard left from card games on motorcycles, but a lot of fun for those who like their Kaiba with green hair. Number 8, Batum. When video games and reality bleed into one another, the idea of a battle royale becomes a tad more frightening. Trapped on an island, Japan's top player has to survive against other skilled gamers, only now instead of a keyboard, they're all armed with actual bombs. With a medley of psychos hidden amongst the survivors, there's plenty here to enjoy for those who like their Lord of the Flies tales to come equipped with a generous layer of romance and the side of desperate gamers getting blown to pieces by grenades. Number 7, Alice in Borderland. Before the live-action Netflix series leapt into the spotlight, there was this small collection of OVAs. It's certainly on the more magical side of things compared to its gritty retelling, but if you can't get enough of the Seven of Hearts, then these episodes would be worth hunting around for. Teleported to a post-apocalyptic world, 3 friends have to try and save their skins when forced to participate in a citywide game of chance and murder. Have to give credit where credit is due for paving the way. Number 6, Future Diary. Less of an actual game and more of a desperate dash to reach godhood, the way in which the Future Diaries are gifted to potential candidates and then tasked to kill each other still qualifies it.
Look around you. 11 only remain.
Henceforth, consign mercy to the outlines of your warrior's heart and vie for control of the universe.
It's certainly easy to make fun of Yuki and his stupid decisions while the other nominees are killing each other off. But we can't forget this series did give us Yuno in all her yandere glory.
It'll be okay. Yuno's here to protect you.
Turns out that trying to navigate the heart of an axe-wielding stalker is the real death game.
I'll just use 6th. She'll be my decoy for saving my man.
Number 5, Darwin's Game. Don't you just hate it when you're minding your own business and a snake leaps out your phone and bites you? Yeah, this is a weird one, but the good kind of weird. After a random student logs into a mobile app, he's forced into a killing game where all the players are granted some manner of supernatural ability. Even when leaning into the absurd, there's a lot of fun to be had here, but that's mostly due to leading lady Shuka, aka Yuno 2.0. Number 4, Kakegurui. Turns out having way too much money can lead to a lot of terrible things, such as creating a high school culture where status and wealth can be lost and earned at the drop of a hat via games of chance.
つまりこれは指が落ちるか指を抜くかのチキンレース。
Luckily for Yumeko, she thrives in this crazy climate. Passionate to the point of arousal when it comes to gambling, the beautifully batshit insane best girl takes on any and all challenges, many of which can lead to financial ruin, possible mutilation, and in some cases, death.
ゆめこよ、見苦しい姿を見せんじゃねえぞ。
Why the hell would you send your kids to this place?
この学園、何なの？
Number 3, Death Parade. A much more meditative and mythical take on the death game concept, the contestants here are all those who have already passed on, with each grueling game leading them to reflect on the manner of their death and the lives they've lived, concluding with whether or not their soul will be sent above or below.
ただ使用する弾は決められていて、お互いの心臓を模したものが内蔵された弾を使用していただきます。
While there's a greater narrative emphasis on the arbiters and their connection towards their deceased patrons, the games themselves can be no less unnerving, especially with eternal damnation on the line.
なんだ？嘘だろ！
Number 2, Danganronpa, the animation. Given how the video games set the stage for stylistic death competitions with a cast of crazy anime archetypes, it's no surprise that its animation counterparts followed suit and delivered on the insanity factor.
おかしくない？なんで私が？
Trapped inside a high school, a group of prodigal students are pushed towards killing one another by the maniacal and hysterical whims of the robot bear Monokuma, while also having to prove their innocence and guilt in wacky class trials.
僕を犯人にしたらみんなも殺されちゃうのに。
Though in this instance, detention equates to an over-the-top execution. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Kaiji. Moral of the story, don't get into debt. Driven to earn money however he can, hapless loser Kaiji finds himself being tossed from one deadly game tournament to the next, most of which have him wagering limb and life just to earn some of that green. While just as crazy with its gambles, what sets Kaiji apart from its others is the sense of realistic fear it brings to the table. Who knew pulling tissues out of a box or taking on a pachinko machine could be so tense?
この2500発を耐えれば勝ち。来るな。来るな。来るな。来るな。
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.